Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 1. I think this is episode 6, and when we last left off, we completed the world, Olympus Coliseum. Well, completed is a very loose term. You see, Olympus Coliseum is a world we will have to visit over and over again, as there are many things that we could do in this world. There are multiple tournaments that will be happening, and the more we come back and the more we progress in the game, the more cups we'll have to do, and it'll be an exciting time when that happens. Until then, we're gonna head on into the next world. Should mention, you cannot get to the Gummy ship via save points this time. You actually have to go through the world exit. Very different than what most other worlds will do. Now, we're going to be heading to our final world in this section. This world will be a bit longer, so whether or not I'm going to cut it up into multiple episodes, I do not know. It is not that long, but there's a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that, so we'll really see how this is going to go forth. Although I can really talk about this as we're going through the Gummy Mission. As you may notice, I believe we are going a bit quicker than before. That is because I took some time to modify our Gummy ship a little bit. I did take off some blocks in order to reduce the amount of speed that it would take us to travel to different places, but I also added another gun that'll help us clear enemies on the side. We only had one cannon for now, so realistically I didn't really see another reason to modify it too much. We won't be really modifying anything until about mid-game. I do want to be able to put a booster here on at some point, so I probably will make my own ship on my own time. I just wanted to modify the Kingdom ship, as the blueprint is known as, to kind of fit what we're going to be doing a little bit better. Yeah, as you can see, we can take care of some enemies that'll be coming from side to side a little bit easier than normal. Although the Thunder Cannon doesn't really do all that much to help us out, it is a neat little thing that we have, and, you know, it just makes battles a little bit easier, I guess. See, we can get those little things on the side. It all works out in the end. And, you know, I gotta say, as we're going through this little stretch of on-rail shooter, I have been immensely enjoying recording every episode of Kingdom Hearts so far. This is one of the few Kingdom Hearts games I say as I move my microphone a little bit. It was in a very good position that I didn't really like, so I wanted to move it. I've been having a blast. This is one of the few Kingdom Hearts games that I know pretty well-ish. Not to 100% knowledge, but at least base knowledge on what we're going to be doing when we go to each world, how long I relatively think it's going to take. I genuinely thought the Olympus Coliseum world would take a little bit longer, but yeah, on normal mode, I kind of forgot how short that world can be. It was really interesting that Olympus Coliseum of all worlds was one of the shorter ones. Well, like I said, we'll be revisiting that at some point. No need to really keep firing here. We could take damage if we need to. It's not that big a deal. And if I'm not mistaken, we will be heading close to our new destination. And let me tell you, this world that we're heading to is going to be a massive change from what we've seen before. I always mix, because I've been playing the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts 2 recently to play randomizers. I have been mixing up my circles and X's the entire time. I hate it. I'm so used to the Japanese version now. Hey, Donald, maybe King Mickey's down there. In a backwater place like that? No way. Let's move on. Hold on, Riku and Kairi might be down there. Let's check it out. Forget it, we're on an important mission. Just to land. No. Come on. Ah, phooey. We're landing. Don't touch that, no! Seems we're in a bit of a lover's quarrel. Gotta love it.
Whoa! Oh, my head. Donald? Goofy?
We have been fighting Heartless, giant monsters, but now we must take on nature's greatest foe, an actual fucking animal. Yes, this is Sabor, and if you recognize who this is, you probably know what world we're in. And I get it, and you know what, this is actually a pretty good chance to show off their cool new move, Sonic Blade. Sonic Blade is a 5 to 6 hit combo move. I never remember the actual number, but it is an ability that only costs 1 MP, or I believe 2 MP, but 1 bar. It's a very good move. I highly recommend you use it. It's very good for hitting enemies.
Sabor. Danger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is this place?
This place.
Okay. Where did the others go? Look, I got separated from my friends. Have you seen them?
Hmm?
Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's 2 of them. The loud one is Don.
Oh?
Know what? Never mind. I'm looking for my friends Riku and Kairi.
Look for Riku. Friends.
Right.
Kairi. Friends.
Right.
Oh, friends. Here.
Really? Huh?
Friends. Here.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku and Kairi.
Tarzan. Tarzan. Go.
And I'm Sora. Tarzan go, Sora go.
Gosh, where are we? I sure hope Sora's okay.
Who needs him? We can find the kid without him, huh?
Oh,
Well, we finally arrived to our new world, Deep Jungle, and we have our party member Tarzan. And if you couldn't tell, the world is based off the movie Tarzan. There are a few things that we can do before heading off into, well, where we gotta go to next. One of the few things that we could do is traverse around the little wooden hut over here. There's a place that we can grab to on over here, which leads to a ladder. And once we climb this very long and very tedious ladder, what a thrill. I don't know the lyrics to that song, 'cause I never played Metal Gear Solid. Alright, so now we make it to the top, and there are a few places we can go. I do want to go over here, jump over here, and when we come over here, we get a Protect Chain! That's right, we get another one! Yay! Don't you guys love Protect Chains? You're going to be getting so many of these throughout your journey, and I guess we could put one on Tarzan. We don't really... I mean, the AIs are usually pretty competent in, well, dying. So, you know, I don't usually fill their time up with equipments and stuff. But, you know, to each their own. Now, you probably see there's a chest down there, and you're probably thinking, well, there's no way in heck we can get that. Au contraire, dear friend. Remember when I said you can use your momentum slices to really bring you places? I wasn't kidding. Forward slashing in the air really does bring you some places. We got a mithril for our troubles, and I believe there is another chest around here. And I was correct, so let's get up here. Tap this chest, and we get a Mega Potion. Mega Potions are pretty useful, but, you know, we won't really be using them right now. There are two ways that we can go, but I feel like we should follow Tarzan's advice and just jump down where he did. And if you're wondering, is there any difference about which way you go and which way you fall? The answer is actually yes, believe it or not. There are different exits that the jungle will take you. It can get you lost. I am touching the save point not to save, but in order to warp to later, because we're going to have to be doing that. For a little cool trick that I'm going to show you here. There are other ways we can go, but I think we got to do it the fun way, and I can't believe I actually have to do this. It's been a long time, friend, but this is a little mini game, swinging on the vines, or whatever you want to call it, riding on the, railing on the, I don't know what this is. Yo, we are surfboarding, we're fucking surfing on tree trunks and shit. This is just badass. There's a little mini game you could find in Deep Jungle, and there is an actual reason to it. While there's nothing now, when we revisit this world and redo this mini game, we'll have to collect items, I believe they're like berries or something, and when you do, you'll actually open up different paths, but bringing it all the way down here brings us to a weird-looking campsite of sorts. Interesting. Well, there doesn't seem to be anybody around, so let's see if anyone's home.
Jane!
Tarzan. Oh, and who's this?
Hi there.
Oh, you speak English. So then, obviously you're not related to Tarzan. Are you here to study the gorillas?
Highly doubtful.
Sora!
Goofy! Donald!
A circus of clowns. Not much use for hunting gorillas.
Mr. Clayton, we're studying them, not hunting them. This is research. Well, the more the merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
Well, anyway, I'm staying. Huh?
Sora, look what we found. Look at this.
What's that? A gummy block. It's the same stuff used to build our ship. So that means the king could be here. We gotta work together to find him. For now. Fine, I'll let you tag along. For now. We got Protect G. We got another gummy part. Alright, I know the meme is that Donald never heals you and Goofy's a lot better, but honestly, I think in terms of this playthrough, I'm going to bring Donald along. There is a main reason that I'm doing that, and that is, if I'm not mistaken, Donald does still have the Cure spell, which we do not have yet. We could slap items on Goofy and Tarzan if we were to bring him along, but honestly, I never really have much use for most of the AI in this game. Tarzan alone will be enough in this world, but it doesn't really matter who you bring along, it's up to personal preference. I will try to change it up as we visit different worlds, but for now, let's open up this chest. We got a mithril shard, great. If you talk to Jane here, she will say, apparently Tarzan was raised in the jungle by gorillas. Communicating with him still isn't easy, but he's learning. So he was speaking gorilla back there. Ah, that's right, you're looking for your friends. He said Riku and Kairi are here, and one word I couldn't understand. Why don't we try this? We'll show Tarzan some slides, and if any of them match that word. Oh, what happened to the slides? Alright, we got our next objective. We gotta look for goddamn slides. Alright, well, there's multiple ways you could do this, we'll just get them. It's a little collecting minigame. They are scattered throughout the campsite. Here is one next to the painting of Tarzan, straight from the movie, might I add. There's also one over here, as I'm sure you saw on top of the suitcases and stuff. There's one on top of the tent. There's one on the top of the tapestries over here. That I fell. It's okay, there's one here. And I gotta walk all the way back, but I guess we can get this one up here. And we'll go get that last one that I somehow just messed up. I don't know how I did that. And, you know, actually, you'd think that this slide collecting minigame and the other minigame in the tree trunks, or treetops, whatever you want to call it, are the only thing mysterious about this world. And you'd technically be correct, but you'd technically be wrong. It's Mrs. Potts and Chip. Just like in the movie. It's now in the game. I think there is an actual one that has a chip in it, maybe. Am I a liar? I might be a liar. We can talk to Clayton. Clayton's the name. I'm a hunter, not a researcher. What? No, I'm not going to hunt the gorillas. But they're so rare. I'd love to just get a look at them. If you've seen the movie. Not a great guy. So I believe we got all the slides that we could. Let me just double check that. There is 6 in total. That is correct, but if you do a little bit more looking around, you notice that there's some weird stuff here at the campsite. If you look at this, lab instruments. Find the 2 research notes. Interesting. Research notes, huh? Well, let's look around. Cooking pot, find the 2 recipes. Gee, good lord. Okay, what do we gotta find now? Research note 2, recipe for ether. Ice the ingredient. Recipe card 2, put the potion in the pot quickly. That's right, there's an actual, like, mixing minigame that you could do in the campsite. And it's kind of wild. All you get out of it are items, and it's so pointless, but they're here, and you can, like, look around, you can get different clues if you, like, search different things. It's kind of nuts. Why is there a research note for an ether in a shirt? Who knows? But it is there, and now you know about it. But we got all the slides, so let's head back into the tent. And in order to activate the slides, all you have to do is examine the projector over here. What's wrong, Sora? What? Nothing. This place just looks so familiar. But how? I've never been off my island. And we get a couple of other screenshots from the movie that doesn't actually have any dialogue until we get to the end.
Well, Tarzan?
Where are my friends, Riku and Kairi? Hey, I thought...
That leaves just one place. Young man, we've been in this jungle for some time now. But we have yet to encounter these friends of yours. I'd wager they're with the gorillas, but Tarzan refuses to take us to them.
Really, Mr. Clayton? Tarzan wouldn't hide...
Then take us there. Take us to the gorillas. Gorillas.
Tarzan, are you sure?
Tarzan, go seek Kerchak.
Kerchak?
He must be the leader. Perfect. I'll go along as an escort. After all, the jungle is a dangerous place.
Oh, that Clayton. Well, whatever. We step into the camp. Believe it or not, there's a chance we can fight Sabor again. That is correct. I forgot to mention during the last time I used Sonic Ray, it does have a chance to paralyze, well, not paralyze, but like daze enemies. And in order to use it, you do have to continuously press the triangle button until it is finished. There are a few moves where sometimes using all the button presses is not necessarily better, but we'll get to those skills when we get there. And as for now, there are 2 ways that we could progress. There is the long way, which I will take in terms of the Let's Play. However, something I will show off. We touched that save point at the top of the tree trunks before when we first met Tarzan. If you are to go to the Gummy Ship, you come back here to as a normal drive. You're able to head back to the jungle tunnel, which is where we first touch a save point, which is a faster way to get to where we need to go. I will not show... Oh, I forgot to put Tarzan back in my party. There's another reason I'm putting Tarzan in my party, and that's because during the speedrun we don't. We just keep Donald and Goofy because it's faster. We don't need to exchange it anywhere. Because when we leave and we come back to a world, Donald and Goofy will be in our party as, like, the standard thing. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit annoying, but, you know, what are you going to do? Now, we can climb this vine up here, and it will take us to where we need to go. But there is some stuff that we could do over here, such as hippo hopping. Everybody's favorite thing from this game, right? This is one of the few areas of Kingdom Hearts 1, at least early game, that'll really test your platforming skills. It'll have you just make all these ridiculous jumps that sometimes can feel a little frustrating. I know I have seen a few friends of mine just try to make these really risque jumps with almost nothing in return. Now, I've done this area quite a few times, so everything I did there is pretty much just in the back of my memory. We got some Dalmatians as we go through. But it can be really tricky, so this is your first time playing through Kingdom Hearts 1. Do not feel like you have to do this right now. You can obviously wait till a later date. But since we are here, and since I can pretty much do it, I figured why not show this off, show how helpful that little momentum swing is, because that, I mean, it helps me so much in this area, and honestly, I see some people play Kingdom Hearts and never use it. So, if we climb this vine up here, we find ourselves where we need to be.
Kerchak, please listen to me. I know the nesting grounds are secret, but I trust them. You see, I want to help them because, well, they need us.
Oh, did you get that?
No.
Kerchak! Kerchak.
He seems sort of distracted by something. Is he looking towards the treehouse? That gives us a clue as to where we need to go. Yes, there is another minigame thing we could do here. We can swing on vines. This is, okay, this is one of the worst parts about the world. I will not deny. There is a lot you can do to skip this. This is something you don't necessarily have to do. But, you know, some people say, like, you need to, because, you can get some chests and stuff like that. Oh, dear Lord, I didn't know I could just jump off. Over here, there is a chest, though, so if we come over here and tap this, we get even more Dalmatians. Your party members will not follow you, by the way. This is not a place where you'll be fighting Heartless and the like that. And, yeah, as you could probably tell, this is a little bit boring. I'm trying to remember if there is a specific way in which we have to get over there. I can't necessarily remember, but I don't think there is. I could have swore that swinging on this from, like, a certain angle is what fixed that, but I guess not. Interesting. Well, for now, we'll just continue on our journey throughout the world. There's not a whole lot of stuff to find up here, and like I said, this isn't really a 100% playthrough. I will show you something, though, that, again, I don't think a lot of people know, but it's kind of an interesting trick. Anyway, if we climb the trees up here, we find ourselves in the climbing trees. This is an area that we would have visited if we took the save point warp that I showed you off earlier. However, if you guys want to know, you just gotta climb back down here to get to the vines, and that's all good. There's a door over here, which I believe leads to the treetop, which is where we first started our journey. And if we go all the way over here, there's a doorway that'll lead to the treehouse. Kerchak seemed to be looking over here, so let's check it out.
What's the big idea?
Wait, Kerchak, please!
You don't understand. I was only trying to. A snake slithered by. You see, I saved that poor gorilla's life.
There's a lot of emotion happening right now, and Clayton seems to be at the front of a lot of it. Yeah, you know, one thing I actually kind of want to talk about is I do enjoy the little mingling that goes on between the characters of the Disney worlds and Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Well, it's not something that we see terribly often in this game, and it is a little bit more prominent in future games. I just kind of love how they handled Sora and Tarzan, for example. Just want to help each other out, and as you can see, Tarzan just wants to do the same. And I just noticed that Tarzan's eyes are closed. I don't know if it's always like that. Interesting, we'll have to look into that, because that'd be a neat little thing if it's just like a different character model for after the scene because he feels so down. Now, we do have to make our way back down to the camping site, and one way we can do that is hopefully by me showing this off real quick. There is a little speed trap that we could do. There we go. That is a frame 1 jump. It is a little difficult to pull off, but if we do that and we come over here, swing down, jump over here, we will land in a completely different spot where we'll have to fight Sabor again, apparently. Sonic Rave makes this fight so much easier. I'm glad that we got it. I don't normally have that move, so fighting Sabor could be kind of a pain in the butt. When you defeat him, you do get 15 experience points, so it is somewhat worth it. We come up here, we find a few more items that we could take on our journey. There's a lot of Mega Potions I'm noticing in this world. I don't think that's an over-design. I think that's, there's a very good reason they do that. We can give Sora a few things, I suppose. We already have 6. Oh my god, yeah, hang on, I'm just gonna give him a few Mega Potions, because realistically, we're not gonna need that many. Let's just give him one more. Why not? Well, let's complete the Visiting is the Bamboo Thicket. This is a huge arena anytime soon, do not worry. And typically, I would continue the episode, but honestly, I think there is a few more things that we can do, and I think this would be a good place to end it. We'll head into the tent, we'll see what Jane has to say to Clayton, and I think maybe that's where we'll call it. So, let's head inside.
How could you do such a thing?
Now, Miss Porter, as I told you, I was not aiming at the gorilla.
You are not to go near the gorillas again.
Oh, because of one mishap. Come now. Huh? What am I doing with these imbeciles? Blasted gorillas! I'll hunt down every last one of them! I'll track them down somehow. I'll stake my life on it. Hmm? Hmm?
Gunshots being blasted is never a good sign. Too bad we'll have to wait to see what happens in the next episode. I'm really enjoying this, and I cannot wait to continue the adventure in Deep Jungle. We still got plenty to do and plenty more to see. So, I will leave it off here, and I will hope to see you guys in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, take care of yourself, and remember to have a good one. I'll see you all next time, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.